everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Nobody's Happy podcast. The podcast guaranteed to make you want to stand up and scream for buttermilk. Void where prohibited, roll sentences not included. How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good weekend. A good week so far as well. I just got back from Austin earlier. I guess I could say earlier today because it's the morning. And last night we went to Austin because my buddy George had a show there. And we didn't get back till I didn't get back here till 3:30 in the morning. Oh man, that was rough. Had to wake up at 7 or 8 and try to get this shit done. Yeah, we went down there because my buddy George, like I said, had a show down there, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm doing a show at the Creek in the Cave, and guess what? Joe Rogan is doing a show right afterwards, right?" And he said, and rumor has it that he might do a set on the show that I'm on, and he was like, "Dude, you and Josh should come, and we'll go over there. We'll chief all the way up there. We'll get in there. When the show ends, right? We can just kind of sit back and be like, hey, we're comics. We're just gonna stay here if we watch the show. So we go down there. We drive up there, right? It's Josh, George, and me, and we're like smoking, right? Like smoking on the way there, and I got so fucking high, dude, because I've actually been I've been pretty good about not getting fucked up a lot. I mean, I drank last night, but I don't know, man. The past couple of weeks, I've been pretty good. I've locked in more sober days than drinking days, so that's good, man. You might say, well, that's a pretty low bar, Raul. You know, technically 4 sober days is more than 3. That's still like half the week. No, it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that close. But if you think that's a low bar, well, that's because there used to be no bar before. So there you go, Mr. Smarty Pants. Yeah, and I've also been trying not to smoke too much. Not because I think it's bad for me or it's even that it's slowing me down. I just love when you go a day without smoking. And then you smoke the next day. Whew, that feels so good, dude. And it feels like you're smoking for the first time, especially if you take some good rips, or roll a joint and say, fuck it, I'm not stopping until this shit is finished. And it's always the first couple of minutes where you're like, ooh, nice, right? And then you finish it, you put it out, and then you're like, oh, fuck. I just realized how fucking high I am. Oh, yeah, so we go down there, right? We drive up there, and we're smoking, just talking all kinds of shit. And it's just hilarious. George is, cracking us up. And we get there, right? And then I start seeing all the Austin comics. Not all the Austin comics, but a bunch of Austin comics. And I'm saying hi and talking to people and this and that. But I'm not really paying attention to anybody that's really talking to me that much because I'm still super fucking high. I don't know why I do that, man. I should just tell people right in front, listen, man, I'm having trouble paying attention to you because I'm really fucking high right now. But no, instead I just kind of smile and answer yes or no questions. I really am fucking terrible with small talk, dude. I really wish I was better. But I don't know. So I don't want to be one of those guys that thinks it's too late. I'm already set in my ways, I want to be hey, what's going on, kids? 45-year-old talking to 20-year-olds. Hey, is this what's hip right now? I got a backwards hat. No, I went in there and we went in there. It was outdoors, but there was canopies and shit. And that's important because we were gonna stay there right to after the show, and we're just gonna stand here. And when security comes, we can be like, "Hey, dude, we're comedians. We're just on that show. We're gonna we're just gonna chill here and watch. Cause they do that. The creek and the cave used to be in New York. Like I remember going there all the time to just to drink and hang out. I just like being around comics. I didn't like talking to them, but I like being around them. It's fucking cool. I don't know what it is, man. But they moved ever since the pandemic, and a lot of places closed down over there. They decided to move to Austin, and yeah, I think it's a good move, man. It looks pretty cool. I didn't get to see the inside that much because we just kind of passed through there and went straight to the outside area. But it was pretty cool. They had a nice little bar outside and everything. So George goes up there, right? Does a great job. He comes out. he comes out, and we're just sitting there, and we're like, so what now? We just kind of wait, right? And we're just waiting. We see everybody exiting, right? And we're not. And I'm just getting ready for people to come over and tell us, like, hey, man, you guys got to go. So we can be like, oh no, we're comedians, and they're like, all right, and they just walk away. But nobody ever comes, dude. And there's people. The back door that leads into the alley is is completely open, and people are walking in and out. I'm like, man, nobody's really checking for tickets or nothing. And then that's when eventually it dawned on me. I think George and Josh might have already known this, but it dawned on me that the show was inside. That's why they weren't telling us to get the fuck out of there. Oh man, I felt so stupid. But then, because while we're waiting, right? We're like, all right, maybe at some point the show's gonna start. It's supposed to start at 10, right? Why is everybody? And then my friend Joe, or I don't know who it was, but somebody was like, hey, dude, look, there he is. And I look over, and like, I don't know, maybe what would you say, 20, 30 meters away? No, I'm probably like 20 meters. No, that's too much. Like 15 meters away. About 15 meters away, I see Joe Rogan. He comes out, and he's got like there's a bunch of people with him. There's like hey everybody, Raul Sanchez here from the Nobody's Happy podcast, and I'm just here to tell you that this episode is brought to you by Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas comes complete with grift-stricken poverty and overpriced restaurants. Let Austin enchant you with its nonsensical existence in the thin line between creative freedom and douchebaggery. So if you want to combine LA's traffic jams with San Francisco's appetite for human shit in the streets, come on down to Austin, Texas, where you can keep it weird by acting like everyone else around you. It's like a good 10 people, chilling with him. Because at some point, they went inside, and like just a drove of people walked right behind him in through this area. I guess where that leads into the green room. And we just saw him, right? And then he goes in, and I'm looking at everybody, and I was like, so I guess we saw him. I guess mission accomplished, right? We saw Joe Rogan. Yeah, and we were like, all right, well, I'm not about to go in there and get kicked out or get turned away, man. I hate getting turned away at places. It just bothers me. So my friend George was like, do you guys want to go to like a comedian speakeasy? We went to this place to go hang out with comedians, and everybody's just drinking. Tice. I was gonna say dice tumbling. Tice dumbling. Guys were playing dice. I don't know what's that game? That dice game? Is it CeeLo? The one where you got 3 dice, right? And then you gotta roll 2 of them. No. 2 gotta be in a pair, and then the third one, that's your number, and then whoever's got the highest, I guess. I don't know. There's a couple of more. They looked like they were having so much fun playing it, dude. It was I started like trying to learn it, and then this comedian buddy Hunter, he was like, oh, I'll put in for Raul, and he's like I'm his chick and shit. I let my girl take a roll, and I'm like, oh my god, how do you do this? And he was, they were really cool, man. They were like teaching me the rules. It looked like a lot of fun, and it looked more complicated because when you just see people throwing dice and they're going like, oh man, and then you see them throwing again, you're like, wait a minute, why are you disappointed? And you just grab the dice and you get to roll again. But apparently there's all these rules that they're actually a lot easier to get. It's kind of like it reminded me of spades when I first watched. I don't know if you guys ever played spades. I don't know if you guys ever did time in prison or the infantry, but spades was spades is a big thing. Like the first time when we went to Afghanistan, the first time I was seeing guys playing spades. Number one, I didn't know you could play a card game where you're in teams. But when I was just looking at it, you just see motherfuckers throwing down different kinds of cards, and I'm like, what are they doing? And then they get this like, fuck, and then they talk about the lingo, like, bro, you what do you call it? I took bags, you know. Anyway, you know what I mean. You keep hearing shit that people use when talking about terms of the game. And that shit looks pretty complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's so fucking fun, man. And the dice thing, I don't know. There's not much strategy involved, I don't think, unless you cheat, right? I think. Oh man, the whole fucking fan's been on the whole time. That shit must have been bugging the fuck out of you guys, huh? No, man, it was a fun time. Just fucking got dude, my buddy bet $100 on a tumble of dice, dude. Hey, man, Chris and I forgot who else was there. Dude, I was faded in with the comics too, because we smoked another joint when we got with the comics, and we were just talking shit. Yeah, dude, I lost the way I just kind of lost my track of mind right there. Track of mind, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, anyway, I got so faded. I was in there, dude. I was having fun, but I was like quiet the whole time because I was just kind of enjoying having a great time. It was pretty cool. It reminded me of dude, here's the thing. Austin, Texas. I don't know what people told you about Austin, Texas, but they are not giving a fuck out there about masks. It's actually voluntary. Like you go into a place like here in San Antonio, man. San Antonio, like the mask thing has been lifted, but everywhere you go, it says if you don't put a mask, we're not fucking serving you, right? But in Austin, see, I don't get it. I would have thought that San Antonio would have been like that before Austin, but Austin, people are just walking around with no masks, which good, right? That I'm glad but they're not requiring people to go indoors with a mask either. At least I don't think. I just went to that place. Like I said, we just went straight through the place and out the back, and the patio area. But yeah, man, I don't know. I felt really good. I feel really good that seeing people, and people are still like, some people are still wearing masks, which is pretty cool. It's like we can coexist, man. Like it's if you want to be cautious, keep wearing your mask. If not, man, get your fucking rowdy ass out there and start dancing or whatever the fuck it is you're doing. But playing out. I want to see a live show, man. I want to see live music so bad. Not so bad. What am I fucking being over dramatic for? But I would like to see some fucking live music, man. I think that would be the shit. I'm actually doing a show today with Pablo Francisco. Oh, I'm featuring for him. I'm middling for him from today, Thursday to Sunday. So I'm just gonna be out there trying to work on work on material. This one kind of fell in my lap. I just got told about it last week. Um, and yeah, it's a pretty awesome opportunity, man. I wanna work on my set, man. I wanna make that first 20 minutes really fucking tight. Like I wanna make it really fucking tight, so that I can basically write bullshit after that, and people will forgive me. No, I hate that, man. I hate when you start off a set and the first half you just fucking smash it, and then the second half feels like it's lagging because it's just not that good. You just didn't take enough time on it. And that's what I want to do, man. I want to really come up with another album by the end of the year. I think I can. It's possible. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I think it's very possible if I just work hard and I start going more to Austin. I talked to some of the comics. They were telling me to go up there more and do their shows, and I really do, man. It's just my car, man. God damn that motherfucker. That shit starts shaking at like 60 miles an hour, and every time I get a little scared once I get in the highway when it's like 75, and people are just zooming past me, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to go faster. I'm afraid my fucking wheel's gonna fall off or fucking engine's gonna start smoking. But I am gonna try to make it out there more often. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get booked on every show that Josh and George are on. It's like, oh, I can get a ride with them. But I do want to start going back out there more. Because just the people come out, dude. In Austin, people come out to see fucking shows, dude. And they're very supportive, and they give you the benefit of the doubt, They're like, fuck it, this guy, they say he's a comedian. How bad can he possibly be if they're saying the next comedian? And here in San Antonio, they're like, make me laugh, monkey. Start fucking dancing. Because they start with, I don't believe this guy's a comedian. I know you just announced him as a comedian, but we'll fucking see about that. I'll be the judge of that shit. And I don't know. I kind of miss Austin. Austin treats comedians like you're the pretty girl, and San Antonio not so much. They treat you like the ugly girlfriend. But yeah, I want to start going back to Austin, getting ready. But this is what I'm gonna use this week for Thursday through Sunday. I get to see Pablo Francisco. I guess I haven't seen him in dude. I think the last time I saw Pablo Francisco, I was probably like 10 years ago, dude. Yeah, about 10, at least 9 years ago. I remember that he was like selling out like fucking multiple shows. He just about sell out the whole week. I don't know how it is now. I'm sure he's doing just fine. But I do remember back then, just back in like 2011, 2010, late 2011. I remember I was tasked with driving the feature, who was in a wheelchair, Chris Fonseca. And this dude is like really hilarious, but it's just a pain in the fucking dick, dude, to get a wheelchair comedian who is very, very fucking heavy, especially for somebody that, I mean, right now, I'm at the heaviest I've been at like 152, 154, right? That's massive for me. I think back then I was like 140, 145. Still, even right now, man, that motherfucker was like 200 pounds and shit, That shit was not cool, bro. Oh, man, it sucked. And I got my car towed because of him, too. I went to go drop him off at the bus station. And I just went in there. I got all his boxes because he had all this merchandise, right? And I like wrapped it up for him. I put him in line. I waited with him. He got his ticket, and I was like, "You good, bro? All right, I'm gonna head out of here." And as soon as I walk outside, dude, I can just see the guy like getting in his in the what's that fucking thing that hooks up the tow truck. He's getting in the tow truck and he just kind of like slams it. I was like, oh wait, no, I was dropping off my friend, and just like this dude hears all kinds of pleas all fucking day. You know, to this day I fucking hate tow truck drivers, dude. I don't give a fuck. I have more respect for drug dealers than tow truck drivers. And I know they're good people, man. But you know what? Fuck them. They can suck a dick. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. Yeah, dude. And I was like, oh, he's in a wheelchair. Yeah, dude. I was so fucking pissed, dude. So fucking angry. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been towed after that because I was like, I am never, ever helping anybody again. Oh, man. Those were the days back when I started doing all kinds of fucking drugs and alcohol. But here we are, man. 10 years later. And now I'm featuring for Pablo Francisco. Yeah, man, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm very excited about trying some of this new stuff. I mean, it's not new anymore, but it's not stuff that you guys have heard because I haven't put any of this out. Which is why I wanna record another album by the end of the year. You know, that way I can at the latest put it out at the beginning of next year. But I want to make sure it's good, man. I really was thinking about rushing it and going, fuck it. I already got enough, good pops in it in like a 40-minute set. Let me just put a little filler here and there. But then I was trying the material a couple of days ago, and I was trying to fix it so that it's tighter. But I added some stuff too to see if that would work, and it was not bad, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. And I was like, man, what if that happens when I record it a couple of weeks from now? And I was like, nah, man, I should wait. I should wait and be a little more patient. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna start selling the albums on iTunes again. I'm gonna put out the first album and the second because they're not available for sale on any digital streaming or market site. But I'm gonna try to put it back up with DistroKid, and hopefully that shit goes back up there. And I don't know, they're already free on YouTube, so I guess if you don't mind that, you don't have to buy it. But also for like people that want to support or whatever, that it's a nice way to do so, and you don't go empty-handed. But I'm very excited, man. I don't know how I'm gonna record it or where or how, but god damn it, I would fucking love to do that. Hopefully Cap City opens back up again. I don't know if they have the same managers or people booking it, but if it is, man, there's nothing because I think Cap City's open. They went under. Well, yeah, they closed down during the pandemic, but I think at some point they're gonna open back up. I don't know if they're under new management or not, but rumor has it it's coming back at the end of the year. And if that's the case, and I can get at some point, a week there, I would love to record the third one in the same place, man. I'm really looking forward to it, dude. No bullshit, I really am. And I'm actually looking forward to getting ready for tonight, and that's what I'm gonna do all day today. That's what I'm gonna end this right about now. Oh yeah, I should do some. I'll do that afterwards. But yeah, guys. I'm gonna be putting out more news about shows and whatnot, and as far as like going out of state, I just give it a couple of more months, man. I think even the news, for as much as the news likes to like throw fear porn at people, even they're starting to like you can tell I don't know, I can almost read the reluctance to give good news in like the titles of articles, and even in the and even in TV, where they're telling you, hey, things are looking like they're opening back up again and America might be able to get back to normal. They're almost like saying it like fuck, right? But hey, that's how good it's getting. And I think once it's like fully open and I start going back and forth here and there everywhere, yeah, I'll be able to come out of town. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even. I mean, I guess I could wait even longer and then try to tour the hour, but I don't know. I might just say fuck it and be like, fuck it, I'll tour the fourth one, and I'll just take even longer with that one. Like kind of like put it together in a year, and then the next year, just go around, even if it's in independent venues that I set up myself. I know for sure I gotta go down to LA because there's a lot of people. I don't know how the fuck they know about me in LA, but not LA, California. My bad. I know why. There's a lot of fucking Mexicans. That's why. That's why there's a lot of people that know me in California, even though I've hardly even ever performed in California. I think I've actually performed literally a handful of times. I guess it wouldn't be literally, right? No, that's it, guys. I'm gonna let it go here, and I think I'm gonna start getting ready for tonight. I wanna put on a good show, but more importantly, I wanna hone this new material so it's nice and tight, and there's no fillers. It's all bangers, as the kids like to say. But other than that, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support. Honestly, I really do. I ran into a couple of people in Austin too, that they were like, "Hey, man, I'm Raul and all this stuff," and it was pretty cool, man. Even one of the waiters there at the Creek in the Cave was like, "Hey, I was waiting tables at Cap City, and I've seen you there." And I was like, "Oh shit, man!" I was like, "Oh, thanks, dude." He's like, "Yeah, you're funny and this and that." So I really appreciate everybody that does that. So anyway, I got to get out of here. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you, and you guys have a good one. Take it easy. Bye.